Hey everybody, I put together a video talking about what workout I was doing when I was trying to get a contract overseas, and I was putting a lot of work in, hours and hours in the gym. I think the main thing that sets you apart in this time is being ready to shoot and being able to shoot from anywhere on the floor. And it really has to do with confidence as well. It trains you to just be prepared to make the next shot, and it forces you really to make the next shot, or you're just going to be in shape. So it's a win either way. I decided to make a new video with me kind of being out of shape and 38 now. So you can see that, it doesn't leave you. It's still there. Once you get confident, once you get you see the ball go in the hoop, you continue to see, the confidence that keeps building as you keep playing. And just your rhythm. It's really about rhythm. You want your rhythm to be able to carry you. So I say you do this after you lift weights. So do all your lifting of your weights. Then once you come in, you're starting right in front of the rim. Once you start, you're starting right in front of the hoop. Simple follow through, working on your form. All you're doing is working on your form. You should be having 10 in front of the rim, 10 on one side and 10 on the other side. And you're really not trying to touch the rim at all. You're really not trying to hit anything but net. You don't want to hit anything but net. That's the plan. Maybe the first time, you're just trying to make 10 because you're trying to get in the rhythm. But after that, once you're like 2-3 weeks in, we're trying to hit nothing but net because your form should be perfected by now. That ball should be getting up and over and hitting all net. And you just really want to pay attention to your form, because the way that you're shooting probably isn't going to change once you get out to the 3-point line. So the plan is, it's two sides to the floor, obviously, and you're knocking down shots from each spot on the different sides. So first is elbow to elbow, and you're taking one shot, getting your feet set, you're running to get the ball should not bounce more than twice. Then you're getting to the other side on the spot, so you go to the other elbow, and you're doing this until you hit 20 shots. We're not walking, getting to a spot, getting our feet set, and being able to shoot the ball. So when I first start my workouts, I'm always going elbow to elbow. That's the best idea for me, because a lot of the shots that you might get usually might be elbow to elbow. You might drive in, you might have a fast break, but that elbow side, I watched Melo for years when I was younger. He didn't even have to take dribbles because he would face up, and at some point he would get that elbow shot, and it was always cash. And I worked on this shot a lot. Elbow to elbow, you're making sure you get your feet set. All you want to do is make sure your footwork is right, you're squaring up to the rim, and you're getting good lift, and you should be knocking these shots down. So after you go elbow to elbow, now it's wing to wing. We're going wing to wing. You may struggle your first week or two, but after that you should be getting a rhythm, and you should be cutting down on time as you're doing this workout. After you get the wing to wing, now we're going baseline. We're running the baseline, basically corner to corner on the baseline. We're knocking these shots down with confidence, and more than likely you have to get that ball up over the rim. So we're following through and making sure that shot is perfect, because if not, depending on what type of gym or outside court you're on, you might be running for a while if you miss it. So we got to knock these down. Again, it's 20 makes, 10 on each side. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's really 20 makes. If you make 20, if you make 15 on one side and 5 on the other side, it's still 20. But we got to make sure that we're not having a weaker side. We should be knocking down some sort of an even amount. After you complete a 20 shot combo from baseline or wing or wherever you're at in the court, you could take a break and knock down 2 free throws. That will help you, because obviously you've been running for 20 shots. So maybe you're fatigued, and maybe you need to test yourself as far as knocking down free throws when you're tired. Maybe it's fourth quarter, and make sure you make these. After all your baseline shots, then you should be moving to the top of the key. Really half court. So you start at half court, you run up, and you're really just looking for a nice pull up right in front of the foul line. On balance, you can do a couple moves. I'm not saying a combo move, just maybe a 1-2, get into a 1-2 dribble, get into a 1-2 pull up. That would be great. That's all we're looking for right here. We're just trying to get square with the rim. Maybe just we're blowing by somebody, or somebody try to stop us at half court. We get by them and we pull up, and it's a knockdown shot. We need 10 of those. So at the top of the key, or at before the foul line, it's 10. Just 10 from here. Then after that, probably knock down some more free throws. So after you do that, after you do all that, now it's really coming down to what is your preference. Because first that was just footwork and getting ready to shoot, wherever on the court. Now there can be one move added. So instead of just running from elbow to elbow, maybe you run to the elbow and you go do a tween and pull up. Maybe you go to the elbow and you do a behind the back pull up. Behind the back dribble pull up. It's just a variation on what you did the first time. So now you feel comfortable, whatever. Again, it may seem repetitive, but once you do this for a month, 2, 3, 4, now it's all reaction. You're just reacting whatever's happening. You have it in your repertoire, or as they call it, you have it in your bag. So you did your first set, which was just a simple footwork, getting your feet set and squaring up. Now the second was maybe you added a dribble, maybe you added a couple dribbles or a tween behind the back or in and out. Now your third, now we're moving back to the 3-point line. Now we're going, it goes from wing to wing. So there's 5 spots. Wing to wing, that's going to be 20 from there. And when it comes to the 3-point line, I want you guys to understand that you need to really have your footwork set, and also probably bending your knees and following through. What I learned is following through usually helps. Well, following through is going to be key when going from side to side. Like the first month of this is really you figuring out what works for you and your mechanics. If the shot continuously goes in, obviously it's working. If you're missing 10 in a row, obviously it's not. You shouldn't be missing more than 2, 3 in a row, especially from the 3-point line. So that's 2 spots on wing to wing. That's another 2 spots from baseline to baseline. Then we're doing the same thing at the top. We're going from the half court, and then we're running up, getting our shots, following through. Once we get, and then we're not walking. So once you knock down the 3 from the top of the key, you're running to get the ball, and you're running back to the half court line, and we're running back to the 3-point line and knocking down another shot. On balance. Make sure you're on balance. We're not rushing through these. Fatigue may set in, but you have to be mentally strong to say, I'm going to force myself to have my form perfect so I can knock these shots down. Because maybe you might get to 8 and then you might miss 3 in a row. Then it's like, am I going to make it? Nope. You have to fix your form until the form is, that's what it's really the form. You might get tired. You might what's the word? You might get tired. You may get lazy because you think, oh, this shot is working, and it stops dropping, and then you have to, okay, let's go back to the form. Now, as a different look, you can just go to a little bit higher than the elbow, in between the 3-point line and the elbow, and now you're just working on facing the rim. So you're facing the hoop, and you're just ripping left or ripping right, and might be one dribble. First, you can start off with one dribble pull up, one dribble pull up left, one dribble pull up right. From each side, you're just focused on sizing up the defender, getting your feet set, a quick rip, and a pull up on balance that can get you a shot. So each side, each direction, you should be having 10 makes. Let's say 10 makes dribble pull up left, 10 makes dribble pull up right from the left side. Now you're going to the other side. We're ripping right, we're ripping left. So that should be 40 makes. Now you can do a pull up. Maybe you're doing the Klay Thompson. You're ripping, pump fake, let the defender fly by, then you're pulling up. Or you can be doing rip right, behind the back, anything, any variation, but it should be 10 of them. And this consistency every day is going to make that your move. And you have that in your bag. Whatever the defense throws at you, you can just simply react to it, and that'll be, you're just trying to get into your pull-up. The main thing with all of this is being comfortable with your footwork and being comfortable with your gather to where you can get to that jump shot and feel comfortable to knock it down. And we have to make 10. So again, I'm doing this workout at 38. This is I can show you. I'll show you what it looked like when I was really trying to get that contract, and I was within the gym probably like within that year. I probably was in there every day, 45 minutes in the weight room, and I come for 45 minutes in the weight room. I go to the gym, work out for probably 2-3 hours, come back later on another 2-3 hours. This is just what I did, and I enjoyed it, being in shape. There's tons of workouts you can do to make yourself better. The dribble workout, this dribble workout right here. I did this probably. I remember having a workout with a team, and my dribble was just so. It was like a string. I was watching myself dribble. I was like, wow, I can't believe I did that. It just becomes reaction after a while, and that's the main thing I want you guys to understand. It's not about, hey, I'm in the gym. It's about seeing the results. Just being, you're turning yourself basically into a machine. You're training your mind to react. In terms of cardio, I would suggest, this is what I was doing to start my workouts. I would, run, get a dunk in, run to the other side, get a dunk in, come back, get a mid-range, the other side, get a mid-range, then maybe get a 3, then a 3 on the other side. When you got a full court, you have to take advantage of this because it's getting you in shape to, run a full game. Yeah. The higher the levels go, the more you're going to be demanded to keep on running and knocking down shots and play defense. There was a clip of Steph Curry doing some insane workout where he's just running from side to side and they're just making him do all this stuff. I can't find it. But I remember it changed my mind. Like once I saw that video, it changed my mind as far as working out. So I'm not shocked that he does what he does at whatever age, because if you train yourself to do it, you can do it in a game. At some point, take video of these workouts. Not that you're putting it on Instagram, but that you can look at it and see when your form looks right and when your form looks wrong. I can look at this video right here and see when my form is wrong and see when I'm missing shots. And you look at that and say, okay, I need to tighten up the form so that I'm shooting the same shot every time and then I can make it. This is about getting results. One other small thing that you can add to this is finding a basketball that you don't really care about, finding a cement wall, and you're just pushing the ball against the wall as high as you can. When I was in France, a gentleman told me to do this because it helps with your shoulders, and he was right, because once I was doing this, you probably throw it against the wall 50 times high up. Once I would do that, then I go right back into that elbow to elbow drill. It's like your shoulders are just free. Now the ball is just flying out of your hands. You don't feel the weight of trying to get that shot up anymore. It's just flying out, and it's easier to hold that form. So yes, I do lift weights, but at the same time, adding that simple step changes everything. So I do recommend that. So I created the diagram right here. You can see where the shots are and the count. It's very simple. Once you get used to it, probably after the first week or two, it just becomes, it's just part of your routine, and getting these shots up, and you'll see the results on the floor. And you have to challenge yourself to make shots consistently. Let's not make these 20 shots last 6-7 minutes. Let's try to get these done in, under 3 minutes if we can, at least 4. So yeah. All in all, I want you guys to get better, but better basketball is going to help. You have to be versatile. Yes, if you can dribble, that's great. But if you can catch the ball and shoot from anywhere on the court, it's going to make you that much more demandable. Okay, so we got to make sure we have a repertoire that stands apart from everybody else, because as I'm seeing now, everybody can't do the fundamentals. Everybody can't get set and shoot, but you can work on defense. You can give more effort than everybody. You can work hard and be ready to shoot. So like this video, maybe I'll put out some more sports videos, but I'm focused on a different area. But I wanted to put this together because I want to see better basketball, and I want to see kids ready to shoot. And I'm doing this especially for my high school. I want them guys to better their game. So y'all take it easy.